Here we are, recording a podcast. Welcome to Circle Time, everyone. I am your host. Oh my God, I'm not going to be able to get through a single minute of this without singing, but that's fine. I am your host, Kelsey Kreppel, and this is Circle Time. And I am so excited about this podcast. This has been a huge dream of mine for a really long time. And now it's a reality. And we are in my home and I'm in my pajamas and we're hanging out. So I want to kind of explain to you guys what the deal is with this podcast and what we're going to be doing in this podcast and kind of just do it. And I'm so excited. So basically, if you are new to what I do and the stuff that I make, the word content kind of cringes me out just a little bit. But if you're new to my content, I am a full-time YouTuber. And before I started making YouTube videos, I majored in child development in college and I became a preschool teacher. And I have been teaching preschool ever since. And now I teach part-time and kind of just like go in, help my boss out at the school whenever she needs it. And it's just a really huge part of my life. But over COVID, I was doing the Zooms online, and the main part of that was the circle time. And the circle time in preschool, we'll get into it now. The circle time in preschool, if you don't know anything about the preschool world, is basically like the morning meeting of preschool. And it's where you talk about the calendar and your week, and you do story time and you do journal time and you do all this stuff. And so we're going to kind of incorporate all of those things that we do in circle time in preschool, but we're going to do it like an adult version. This is not at all like a teaching podcast, nor is it for like, it's not going to be like G-rated. So it's just like an adult circle time. And I really just want to find a way for us as adults to connect and have those kind of like open and honest and real conversations that kids have. Because that's what I love so much about kids, is that they just are so themselves, and it's just so, they're so open and loving towards everyone, and they're so honest. And those are the kind of like conversations I want to have, because I feel like as we get older, that's something that we all become like more nostalgic for. And so I really want to harness that energy and bring that into my podcast. So we're going to be doing a lot of fun stuff. We're going to be doing different segments. It's not always going to be, we're going to do all of them in every episode. We're going to kind of just go with the flow and see what happens. Sometimes I'm going to have guests. Sometimes it's going to be just me. And it's just going to be really, really fun. And I'm so excited. And it's just like, I want it to be chill and honest and real and like just us hanging out as friends. And like, I feel like this is such a fun way to get to know me better and for me to hopefully get to know you guys better. And I cannot wait. So here we go. Let's jump right into it. So we're going to sing. I'm just kidding. I fucking wish. I need to find a way to like incorporate song into this somehow, but I don't think anyone else wants that. So maybe I won't actually try to incorporate song. But so here we go. First thing that we always do in the morning, we're going to go in the morning. It's not the morning. But the first thing that we always are going to do is just like look at the quote unquote calendar. And basically I'm going to just kind of like talk about what's going on in my week, what I'm into, what I've been doing, just kind of like catching up. So my week right now, it is currently Thursday. And I will tell you, Thursday has always been my favorite day of the week. And I think that's from like being in elementary school, because I used to do dance. I was a dancer, and I say that like I was good also, by the way. Like I really like wasn't that good. Okay. Like I had the energy, you know, but like I didn't look as cute as like some other girls. I know that. I think my limbs were too long, and it just looked like, I always looked like one of those things at like the car outside, like a car sales place. Okay. So as I was a child, I was a dancer, a bad dancer. Well, not a bad dancer, just not like the best, you know. I really do. I have a theory in my head that my mom pretended like she didn't want me to try out for like the competition team because like she would be like, no, you won't have a life. Like, I want you to hang out with your friends and do this and do that. Like, she was like really looking out for me. But I also think it's because she knew that I wouldn't make it and she didn't want me to get hurt. But then I did make the cheer team. So who the fuck really knows? But okay. So anyway, so I was doing dance as an elementary school kid and every single day I had dance class except for Thursdays. And on Thursdays, so I didn't have anything to do after school. I just got to hang out and like we'd go get like frappuccinos and stuff. And it was like the best. So I have always just been a big Thursday fan. So it's Thursday and it's been a pretty good week, I would say. Not too much has been going on. I went to the beach this past weekend and I grew up in LA, in the valley, in like the suburbs. So the beach was always pretty close, but we wouldn't go too often. We would go a little bit. I never really liked it, okay? Never loved the beach. I just can never get comfortable. I never liked the sand. I didn't like the ride home, sitting in the sand as it's like entering every orifice that I have, you know? And like, I just didn't like that so much. Like, I prefer to wear long pants at the beach. Let's just put it that way, okay? So I just have never liked it. There was one time where I tried to enjoy myself at the beach. I went in the ocean. I was having a great time. Flash forward to an hour later, my hand is broken and I'm sitting on the beach weeping because I'm with a friend's family and no one believes that my hand is broken. And so we didn't leave the beach for like 4 more hours. And then I couldn't get to my parents until like 11 p.m. that night. And it was really tragic, but my hand was broken. And so after that, I was like, maybe the beach just isn't for me. But I am engaged to someone who loves the beach. He grew up in Canada. The beach is really amazing to him. And like, so I'm kind of feel like I'm seeing it through like fresher eyes. And he loves it and he surfs and he's just really excited about it. And so I've had to like be a supportive fiance and, you know, like go to the beach and like sit there. I mean, I was going to say pretend like I'm enjoying it, but I don't do that. Like, I don't know how to pretend like I'm enjoying something that I'm not enjoying. But finally, I was like, get it together, Kelsey. Get your shit together and like the goddamn beach. So there was only one way that I felt like I could do that, and that was by getting like cute beach stuff. Basically, just I need to be above the sand, okay? So I got some cute beach chairs, a big beach blanket, and a little table, like a portable little table that you can stick an umbrella in. It's tiny, but you can put the umbrella in it still. So like the food is off the sand. I'm off the sand. There's a big beach blanket. And I had the best fucking time at the beach, you guys. I was like, what the fuck? This thing's been here this whole time and I have been complaining? I don't know. I loved it. I was about this close. If you can't see me, I was very close to getting into the ocean, which I will say is huge for me. So that is probably one of the most exciting things that's happened to me this week. I also got my wedding dress. I went shopping, found a dress I really liked, went back to the store, liked it even more this time, tried on some other stuff. So I got my wedding dress and the other dresses that I'm going to wear for the weekend, which is very exciting. I'm not going to give too much detail because I don't want Cody to hear this, but yeah, wedding planning has been kind of crazy. We have a really great planner, which I feel really lucky to have because I wouldn't be able to do this myself because I just have no fucking idea where to begin, but she has been great. And it hasn't been too hard. Talk to me like, well, we're going to talk every week, but I think that's going to come and go in waves for sure. I'm going to ask my bridesmaids to be my bridesmaids this weekend. I made them all like airbrushed shirts that say bridesmaid. They're really cheesy, but so cute. I'm a basic bitch. Oh my God. Oh, that's kind of sad. You know what? Okay, no. This is what I think. Like, there's like a fine line between like basic, bad, not basic, funny. Wait, what is the TikTok thing when it's like funny, haha,
Not funny, haha. Funny, weird. There's not basic bitch, haha. Basic bitch, weird. And I think I'm basic bitch, haha. Okay? So there's that. But I wanted to get something that said bridesmaid, but I didn't want it to be like cheesy. So that's why I got the airbrush shirts. But I will say, like, I do like the pretty traditional route for like a wedding and stuff. Not like old school traditional. I just mean like I'm probably gonna I'm gonna be wearing like a white dress. And like there's that like wedding that's going around right now with the I don't remember who she is. I think she might be a stylist. I don't know her name, but she wore like a rose bikini while cutting the cake. And while that is like far too cool for me to even like be able to wrap my head around. Because I know that it's like sick, but like I know that I just don't even understand, you know? So all that being said, I think I will be a little bit not as wild as the girl cutting the cake in the rose bikini, because that's just too cool for me. But I support it and I loved it. I just like, I had a hard time wrapping my head around it because I don't even know how to begin to be that cool. But I'm excited about the wedding. It's happening. I can't believe I'm actually getting married. Like, it feels like really adult. But as I keep doing things for the wedding, I start to feel a little bit more adult. Like, I'm 28. I don't know if anyone knows that. I feel like you guys think I'm like 23, which I don't know what that means in the way that I act, but I am 28. And I think, I'm excited. It's pretty crazy to be doing something so adult, but I'm excited about it. So we'll be getting a lot of wedding updates. And one more thing about this week, I can't fucking stop listening to the song Kate's Brother by Maisie Peters. I love that song. Are you for real? Kate's brother. I love like a story in a song. I love a song that tells a story, and it tells such a fun, flirty little story. And then I played it for Cody, and I didn't think he was going to like it, and he loves it too. So now like it's just constantly on. Also, like, sorry there's vaginas on this pillow. Is that offensive? Okay, well, if you're listening, you can't see, so that's good. But I'm like holding on to a pillow that I have in my office that's just like a bunch of like girls that are like spread eagle. So oops. But anyway, so yeah, I cannot stop listening to that song. I feel like I have a pretty I like all music except country. I feel like everyone says that, or like used to say that before country became like hot or whatever. But like, I don't mind country. I just don't really listen to it. But I really do like all different types of music. I fucking love a musical, you guys. So much. So much. And I love rap. I love pretty much everything. And I love the song Kate's Brother by Maisie Peters. I love a lot of Maisie Peters songs. All of them. I'll say it right here, right now. I love all of them. Gracie Abrams. Fucking, well, obviously, Taylor Swift. I think we need to get that out in the open right now. First podcast. I'm obsessed with Taylor Swift. I'm a basic bitch. Oh my God. Always have been since I've been 15. Somebody tells you they love you. You know what I mean? Since I've been 15. I'm trying to say. Since I've been a youth, I've loved Taylor Swift. And so like, this is a pro Taylor Swift podcast here. So please do not get that twisted. I'm really glad we could cover that now before we jump in any further. And that's really like all that's been going on this week. Really excited to start my podcast. That's what's going on. And yeah. Okay. So that's kind of like calendar week update, me update, stuff I'm into update. And then we're going to move on. And I wanted to do something. I love pop culture. I love talking about pop culture. So I kind of wanted to do something talking about pop culture, but I wanted to spice it up a little bit. And so something that we do in Circle Time is we have popsicle sticks or names in a hat, something of all the names of the kids in the class, and we pick them out at random and we assign them like a job in the classroom for that week. So I thought I'd put a little twist on that, and I thought that we could do that type of thing for different parts of the podcast. Now, I'm not going to use popsicle sticks because I cannot even begin to explain to you how much it freaks me out. Oh my God, the feeling of like wooden things on my fingers or like in my mouth. Like when you go to the doctor, well, not really, I guess not the doctor, but okay, not the doctor at all. But when you go to like a sporting event or like a concert and you eat like ice cream or like one of those like frozen lemonades and they give you a wooden spoon with it. Oh my God, awful. Or when you have like utensil and it's like wooden or popsicle sticks. Like I just really, it wouldn't bode well for this podcast if every week I had to deal with popsicle sticks. So instead I got some cute little like decorative pieces of paper and some felt ones. And I'm going to write something different on the back each week about like different things in pop culture that are going on. I'm going to shuffle them up and I'm going to pick one at random and talk about it. And so that is what I'm doing for pop culture. So let's do one now. Closing my eyes. Okay. Chrissy Teigen's pregnant. There we go. That is what we're going to talk about. So Chrissy Teigen is pregnant. And I just had a weird fucking moment in my brain where I was like, it's so weird that random people like myself are just talking about Chrissy Teigen, who's just a regular human, being pregnant. But I'm not going to have an existential crisis on the first episode of this podcast. So we're just going to talk about it. It's very exciting. This will be her and John Legend's third baby. As we know, she was pregnant. I don't know when it was. Okay, so as we know, she was pregnant, I think like almost 2 years ago, and she sadly lost the baby, and it was very devastating and heartbreaking. And like, I really respect how open she was about it because it was just terrible. And now she is pregnant again, and it's so exciting. Like I'm so happy for them. I really love them as a family. I think that their relationship seems very genuine. I mean, I know we don't really know the ins and outs of anyone's relationship. We just see what's posted online, but I feel like they're pretty open and honest, obviously, about their lives. And their kids are fucking adorable, Luna and Miles. And I'm excited for them. I'm really happy that they're having another baby. It's awesome. And that's really all I have to say on that. I mean, I am putting out all of my best wishes and my best energy into hoping that they have a happy and healthy and great pregnancy. And I just am really excited for them. So that is a fun little example of something that we will do with pop culture. And also, like, if there's something that I'm just dying to talk about, like, I will also talk about that. But this is a fun way to like kind of like just keep things exciting and like keep us on our toes together. You know, you never know what you're going to get in here. So yeah, and also like if there's premieres for something or award shows or something, like I might talk about that in here, and I might do like a mini little fashion review if that's the card I pull. So like we could have some fun with that. So that is our pop culture popsicle sticks, but they're more like pop culture glitter cards. But that is very fun. Okay, another thing that we are going to do here on Circle Time, in Circle Time, I guess it's on, during Circle Time, is we are going to do a story time. And story time is really when I'm hoping to connect with you guys, because I used to do a series on my YouTube channel that I'm going to start back up. And it's called Girl Talk. And it's basically kind of like what I'm doing now. I basically like sit on my couch, eat popcorn, and give you guys advice. You write into me and you give me situations. And I am not a professional, but I give you advice to the best of my ability. And so I'm going to do that on here. I'm going to call it story time, and we're going to set up a little voicemail. So maybe you guys could call in, or we could chat, or we could really be able to interact with one another. But I didn't want to post the voicemail just yet because no one knows that I'm recording this right now. So I just asked on Instagram for people to send me some kind of situations or scenarios that you're in. And I picked some out, and we're going to read them. Like, that will be our story. And we're going to hopefully give some good advice here. So here we go. Let's look at some of the stories that we've gotten. I've been seeing this guy for a few weeks and texting semi-constantly most days, but after every time we hang out, he low-key ghosts / doesn't reach out for a few days. I called him out and asked if he was even interested, and he says it's just because he's busy, and sometimes he doesn't look at his phone for days, but I don't know if I believe that in this day and age. Last time we hung, we did the deed, and he seemed like he had a good time. I'm sure he did. But after that night, he hasn't really reached out. I haven't either. I'm not torn up about it, but I'm just confused on if he's actually interested or not. Would someone lie about that kind of thing? Should I reach out and double text again or just move on? I'm leaning towards the latter. Okay, this is a little bit tricky because I think there's always kind of some emotions that are tied to all of this kind of stuff. So I think that you clearly have a solid read on the situation. Like, you're not just like, but I know this is what I would do, like what I would have done back in the day. Like, I can see in the way that he looks at me that he really likes me, but he's just not responding to me, but I know that he likes me. It's like, why was I ever heartbroken? Obviously, he just didn't like me. Anyway, so at least you have like a clear, solid look, realistic look at this whole situation. I feel like you kind of have to match the way that he's coming at you in this situation, and he is he's not putting too much effort into this. And I don't think like you need to continue to be giving this your all if he's not going to do the same. But then again, like, you did share intimate moments with each other, and you talk, and like I said, you were intimate with each other. And I feel like it's okay if you feel like you need kind of like a clear answer from him. You deserve that. Like, he can't just be like, oh, I don't know you, shit. You're not my girlfriend. It's like, okay, yeah, but like, you were literally inside of me. Is this like already too raunchy? I don't think it is. But you know what I mean? Like, it's like, yeah, okay, I'm not your girlfriend, but like, we know each other. So just give me an answer. Like, no pressure. I just kind of want to know that we're on the same page here. I just want to know we're good. Like, I just want to know we're on the same page, because I want to know when to like hit you up. You know what I mean? And if you're looking for like something a little bit more casual, like, that's the perfect time to pitch that. It's fine to ask for something if you need some clarity. You did say you're not really torn up about it. You're just confused on if he's interested or not. I think you're clearly like pretty chill about this whole thing. So like, I don't think it would hurt to just be like, yo. Well, you don't have to say yo. I don't know why I said yo. But you could just be like, hey, I think I'm just trying to be chill. But you could just be like, hey, I just want to know like when to hit you up. I want to know what's going on. Like, I'm not looking for any answer. I'm not torn up about this. I don't really care. I just like want us to be on the same page about like what's going on between us, so that I don't feel like I'm annoying you if I hit you up, double text you. Why do I keep saying hit you up? I don't want to be annoying if I like double text you or whatever. Like, I feel like you're obviously chill about this. So if you approach him chill, then it'll be fine. In this situation, it seems like you're the last one that texted him. I would say just like let it be until he reaches out again, which he most likely will, and then see what happens. If he doesn't reach out to you in the next, like, I don't know, like, just wait a couple weeks. And then like, if he still doesn't reach out to you and you're still wondering, you're still looking for an answer, just text him again and see if he wants to hang out. And then when you're hanging out casually, calmly, which you do seem very chill, you can just be like, what's the deal? I don't want to text you 27 times. Or if he's like, I don't care, text me 27 times. I want to hook up. I don't know. Does that make sense? you're screwed on tight. You got a good head on your shoulders is what I'm trying to say. So like, it's going to be fine. Wait a couple weeks, see if he reaches out. If you're still thinking about it, reach out again and try and get just like a little bit of chill clarity on the situation. Okay, here's the next little story for you. I'm in my early 30s. I'm a rich and powerful person's assistant, and I hate my job. It's not hard, I'm very good at it, and it's actually pretty cushy. I just never wanted to be someone's assistant for a living, and it's just sort of happened. I want to do something creative, but I make too much money to comfortably leave this job. If I leave, I'll have to take around a 60% pay cut if I start over trying something new. And with rent and bills and some debt, that would be really hard financially. I feel stuck. Any advice? Damn. This is tricky. I mean, congrats for like being wonderful at your job and clearly like crushing it. I know that this person who is your boss probably could not function without you. So good on you. Keep crushing it. But I also understand that it's hard when you're stuck in a job that isn't fulfilling, but you almost feel like it would be stupid to leave because of the cushiness and the good pay and all of that. But I don't know. I really do think that like we only have one life and you should spend it doing what like genuinely makes you happy. And I know that that's a lot easier said than done, but I do think that like you are in this position right now where you're in a good spot at work. They know you're good at your job. It's cushy. You're making good money. So why not like on the side do like a little side hustle? Like just try and get your creative juices flowing. Just do little things to fulfill that creative side that you feel like you're missing on the side while working this job. Keep making your money and saving money and trying to, you know, like save money for rent and all that and try to pay off your debts and everything while you're still working. And so you can kind of create a little bit more of a cushion, but don't like put that creative side to rest while you're doing this assistant job. I think that, I mean, I am 28, but I have a lot of friends in their 30s. And I think that it seems a lot scarier and like a lot older than it actually is. Like we're still so young, you know? And I think that like if you want to get your creative juices flowing, you want to do something creative, like do it. And I'm not saying quit your job and do it. Like you can do something on the side. You can just like doing something for yourself and getting creative again just to start out could make that part of you feel a little bit more filled. And then that could continue to grow. And who knows, then eventually it could be something so much that you can just quit your job and just be off of that. But I think that like doing little things for yourself to fill those cups is really, really helpful. So just try and dip your toe in the creative pool while you're still working. And then eventually keep dipping, jump into the pool and swim off into your new creative life eventually. But don't rush it. It will all work out, but don't live your life for someone else. Live your life for yourself. And if you want to be creative, you be creative. And there you have it. Good luck. I love you. You got this. Wow. This is fun. Isn't this fun? Okay. That is our story time segment that we will do. And the last segment I want to do with you guys is one that I'm pretty excited about. And that is like our journal time segment. I loved doing journals with my kids at work because they just like get to give me a genuine answer. And they would always be so like their answers to questions like, what's something that made you sad? Or what's your favorite food? Or what's your favorite thing to do outside? Like I loved hearing what they genuinely felt and thought. So I found some questions like for pre-K-ish age kids to write in a journal or to draw in a journal. The teacher writes down the answer, the kid draws a picture going along with it. So I found some of those questions. They're just like genuine, simple, childlike questions that I think really like could get people talking on a deeper level and like just get to know me, my guest, whoever I'm talking to, you guys, just get to know you guys on a deeper level, you know? So on my felt cards, I have some random journal questions, and I don't want it to be like planned out. So I want to kind of just pick one at random and answer it. Top 10 list of favorite foods. Okay? That's my journal question. Sometimes they're going to be a little deeper. Sometimes they're going to be top 10 lists of favorite foods. Sometimes we can do multiple. It all depends. But today's is top 10 lists of favorite foods. Okay, so here we go. Number 1, mashed potatoes. Number 2, corn dogs. Number 3, soup dumplings. Number 4, rice. Number 5, pizza. Number 6, chocolate cake. No. I feel like I'm just like pulling shit out of my ass. Number 6, chocolate chip cookies. That might be number 3, but we'll talk about that on another day. Number 7, chocolate cake. Number 8, beans on toast, like an English breakfast. Number 9, separate category, although these are in an English breakfast, tomatoes. And number 10, pickles. Thank you so much. Those are my top 10 favorite foods, I think. I want that to be speedy. You know, I can't think about these things too much or else I'll never stop thinking about it. But there we have it. So that is the journal section. There's going to be, like I said before, we're not going to do these segments every episode. If we're talking about something and we want to keep talking about that, we can. We might try new segments, but I wanted to give you guys a little taste of like what we're going to be doing on here. It's going to be so much fun. I just want this to be just like friends hanging out and just a place for you guys to come and feel safe and feel loved and feel comfortable and feel like we're hanging out. So yeah, that concludes our first episode of Circle Time. I'm so excited. Circle Time is available wherever you find your podcast. Am I supposed to say that at the end? I don't even really know. But yeah, follow me on Instagram at Kelsey Kreppel. And thank you guys so much for listening. I'm so excited to begin this journey with you guys. And I love you. And I will talk to you next time.